Good morning. Let's see live. At premium members. Yo, good morning. Live. Go to Twitter. Live. Awesome. How's everybody's weekend? Send. Awesome. Perfect. Alrighty, who we got in here? Good morning, Eric, Caswell, Jersey Flips, Sand, Chuck, Don, Spy, channel members. Greatly appreciate you guys. David, Robert, Roberto, Mike, Chop Bones. Good morning. Bing bong. Yes. Alrighty. So, I can't guarantee how talkative I'm going to be today. I still don't feel good. I might have the stomach bug. I don't know. But gonna try my best for you guys today. So, yeah, hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend. Hopefully you guys are ready to crush May. But let's hop right into the levels. Let's see what we like, what we don't like, and then we'll go from there. I already know the main thing I'm still watching is 4,200 to 4,208. So this has been a huge area of resistance. So if we just zoom out, boom. You can see that we pretty much, we got really close right here, but we rejected it here, and now again. So this 4,200 all the way down to 4,190 has been a massive area of resistance. So in order for me to be bullish, we need to break 4,208. If we can't do that, then we're more than likely going to pull back. And my main bounce is going to be this daily 21 EMA at 4,135. That's just where it is right now because we had the daily squeeze. So I would like to see a pullback and retest of that area. If you guys watch the weekly market update, you know exactly why I'm watching this area. So that's one area that I want to watch for a bounce. The other area is going to be if we simply just take pivot low, pivot high. You see that 50% lines up pretty good right at that same exact area. So I will be watching that very closely today for a bounce. Only issue is, that's a pretty hard pullback. So we would really have to pull. Let me check the economic calendar. Plus, we do have FOMC this week on Wednesday. So the market could be a little weird going into that. And then once we actually get the news, that's when we can see some market movement. So just keep that in mind. Good morning. Hey, I'm glad you liked the book. So, yeah, if we could push up into 4,200 to 4,208, interested in a reject. The only issue is we've rejected it so many times that it's getting a little weaker as a reject, but the odds are still in our favor. So we'll watch that. Let's zoom down to a 1 hour. We do have a nice 1 hour squeeze trading right at that 1 hour 21 EMA. There's another fib that we can watch right down here. So 4163.75 down to 4156. As long as we remain below this low right here. And that is pretty much it on ES. Again, the plan is simple. Reject 4,200 to 4,209. If we break above there, we're more than likely going to see a pretty big push to the upside just because of how big this area has been. And then I believe from there, I don't have anything until like 4,300. Good morning. As always, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. We got 125 people in here and only 38 likes. Remember, if you guys want to watch this, you got to run it up to 250 likes. But yeah, the next zone we have for resistance is all the way up here. So there's our supply zone up there. Let's head on over to NQ and then we'll start doing SPY and QQQ. So QQQ rejected off of that high right there. I do know that there was a fib somewhere up here. Hold on. Let's see, where's the fib? There it is. Actually, did we hit it? No, we got close to it though. So it looks like NQ is kind of struggling to break above this high. Again, what I would really prefer to see is a pullback down to that daily 21 EMA for then a potential swing to the upside. Again, nice, very beautiful daily squeeze, light blue momentum. So any retest of that 21 EMA, I'm very interested in. But I do like that reject. I like that bounce right there. Zoom down to a 1 hour. Got a nice 1 hour squeeze showing at that 1 hour 21 EMA. Can watch there for a bounce. And then the only other good bounce I have, I mean, there's two of them. But this one right here and then this one right here. It just depends on how deep is that pullback. Let's go. Yeah, and this one lines perfectly with that 50% retracement. So I really like this one as a high probability. Again, that's just, it's going to be a pretty hard pullback. So maybe it happens tomorrow. But yeah, so those are my levels on NQ. Very straightforward and simple. Let's head on over to SPY. Then now I got to figure out, there it is. Okay, so main reject 418.50. We're trading at 415. Would like to see a retest of 410 because that lines up with the daily 21 EMA, psychological support. And it's probably going to line up with a fib, actually. 410. Get rid of this. Boom. How was everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good one? Nice and relaxing. You guys ready to crush it in May? Hopefully. Let's see, where did we close? Closed up there. Here's the overnight high. So yeah, main reject 418.3 up to 418.50 for SPY. And then if I'm going to look for a bounce, let's see, take off the 50. Probably be here. Let's try here to here. 413.4, 412.6, and then 410. Yeah, it rained here all weekend too. Yes, it did. And your boy is sick, so it's been a weekend. But yeah, there's my bounces and everything I'm watching on SPY. Head on over to NQ, and then we'll look at the individual names, and then we'll go from there. So let's see, delete that. Let's see, 322.8, 322.17. So 322.8 was Friday's high. Or no, where did that 322.8 come from? I have no idea where that came from. But let's see. What are we trading on again? 322. I want to see if we can come back and kind of find support at this previous high. So previous high. Also, if you guys are not subscribed, we are now less than 50 subscribers away from 50,000 subs in total. 50K. That's crazy. So if you guys are not subscribed, definitely make sure you guys are doing that right now. Again, less than 50 subscribers away from 50K. It would mean the absolute world. Whoops. Let's see. Cancel left extension. Bingo. So let's see if we pull back and make this area support the previous high. We'll see. But as far as my main reject, did we fill the gap? Yeah, we filled the gap. My main reject on QQQ is not till 327. Again, would prefer that pullback down to the daily 21 EMA. That's just a pretty big pull. It's a $7 move to the downside. That's a really good book. Highly suggest, if you guys have not gotten the mental game of trading, definitely make sure you guys pick that one up. 318's been a really big level as well, so we'll watch 318. 317.9, perfect. Alrighty. And then break it down to a 1 hour. As far as fibs, we would take this pivot low, pivot high. Watch these two for a bounce, 320 to 320.65. Pre-market highs, 323.4. Boom. And then after that, we got our reject 327. Perfect. So that's it for everything. ES, NQ, SPY, QQQ. We're going to wait a little bit in the pre-market to finalize the levels. But in the meantime, what we can do is we can find some individual stocks. Also look at the weekly watch list. So hold on. Let's look at the weekly watch list. So some swings that I'm also going to be watching this week. If you guys did not watch last night's video, TTD is one of them, looking for the pullback to potentially get long. TJX, hopefully I didn't miss this one. I had it on my watch on Friday, just completely forgot about it. So watching that. Exxon, same thing, looking for the pullback down in the daily 21 EMA or even weekly 21 EMA for a potential bounce and then swing. NVIDIA, I do want to watch this for an upside move. So I'm looking for that break of 280, what is that, 281.1 this week. If that happens, we should get that daily squeeze to fire up. Would be interested in a bounce down towards the daily 21 EMA as well, but that's not until like 270. So let's see. But I do like NVIDIA. I like Tesla for the daily gap fill. Yep. Yeah, we do have some news today. 9:45 PMI, 10 o'clock ISM, 10 o'clock construction. So PMI and ISM, they will be market movers if you're in an open position at 9:45 or 10 o'clock. Just expect some short-term volatility. But let's see, Tesla, only interested in that break of 170. So, I mean, we do have some room. Is there no pre-market on Tesla? That's weird. Huh. Anyways. So I do like Tesla, LQD, watching that. That has to do with the bonds. So that's the swing I'm watching. But as far as individual names today, let's see what we like. Let's go to Apple. I think, pretty sure Apple closed. Did it break? Yeah, it held above that monthly trend line. Only issue is with Apple, I'd still prefer to see the pullback retest of that monthly 21 EMA before that monthly squeeze fires up. It takes us back into the highs. So, not really seeing anything on Apple that I'm interested in today. Hold off on that one. AMD's breaking this falling wedge right here. I think it's about to. Hold on. Yeah, it's trying to break it in the pre-market. And they do report earnings this week. So I'd say AMD doesn't look bad for a break of 90.54 today. So we'll put AMD on the side, potential watch. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 208 people in here and only 83 likes. Remember, if you guys want that watch list, you got to run up them likes. Got to aim for 250 likes. Amazon, not interested in. Boeing. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big week because we do have Apple earnings. And then we have FOMC. I think we have, what else do we have this week? I think FOMC is the big one. Yeah, FOMC is the big one this week that we want to pay attention to. Speaking of which, we can actually look and see what we can expect. Let's see, Fed rate hike futures. So it's looking like it's pretty set that we are going to get a single rate hike of 0.25. Again, if you just head on over to the Fed rate hike futures on CME Group, we're currently at 4.75 to 5, and then 87% of participants are expecting us to be at 5 to 5.25 after this FOMC meeting. Meaning, more than likely, we're about to get a single rate hike. But going into the end of the year, you can see that they're actually pricing in rate cuts, a significant rate cut, about 25, 50 basis points as of right now. So, again, you can just pull this up and it will help you understand what to expect going into FOMC announcements. Fun fact. But let's see. Boeing, don't care about. I saw somebody asked about BABA. It's squeezing below the moving averages. I just don't really see a good setup as of right now. Maybe a break of 83. But that's about all I see. I'm not too interested in it. Coin, I'd be interested in a bounce down towards like 50.7 to 50. But that might happen later in the week. That'd be something. If they didn't even do a rate hike and then they paused, that would be something. Costco is still watching that, interested in the monthly setup. Google actually looks pretty good for the break of 109. But we're trading at 107. So, gonna keep that on watch. Again, break 109, this high right here. We can at least fill this gap right here. And then after that, we got some more room to the upside. So, Google, gonna watch that throughout the week. Break up that high, get that daily squeeze to fire up. Let's take a look at Meta, trading at 240. He's kind of just flagging right here. I would say if Meta could get some strength and crack this trend line around like 240.75 or even pre-market highs at 241, could get a little slight entry right here and then add the rest at the break. I'd be interested for the push back up into the highs or a retest of this bounce area. So we'll put a little question mark next to Meta. Microsoft. So close to my 310 reject. So close. But no dice there today. We looked at NVDA. Take a look at Shopify. We looked at Tesla. Yeah, so I mean, the only individual names that I'm interested in is AMD and Meta. And I think AMD is my favorite. If it can clear and hold 90.54. See the little continuation up. Get some fibs on real quick. Pivot high, pivot low. Boom, boom. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, your boy is less than 50 subscribers away from 50K. So make sure you guys are smashing that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys for being subscribed to the channel. Been doing this stuff for 2.5 years. And we're just now hitting 50K. It's crazy. Last year, I think I was at 20K. Because I saw a memory pop up the other day. Literally like 20K. Hopefully, this time next year we're at 100K. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I think that that 90.54 is my area of interest on AMD. And then if we really crack that 90.9, we got some room up. Right there. 91.83. Cool. I mean, we just ran through that analysis super quick. Gotta give the market some time now. I guess. Anybody got questions while we're chilling? Because now we kind of just gotta wait before we finalize these levels. But that was a very quick analysis. Oh no, what you guys thinking today? We gonna pull back? We gonna consolidate? We gonna pump? What you guys thinking? I mean, that is a pretty big break, and everything is leading bullish. So, I mean, ideally, I want QQQ at 327. That's like the overall what I am looking for to happen this week, and I really want to reject it up there. Because that is a huge area that we have not tested yet. Then after that, 331.50. 12 to 61.8. Bingo. Awesome. I wouldn't say it's a lotto week. You just got to trade, well, be careful, I would say. Just because typically before FOMC, market's kind of hard to trade. I usually use a smaller size going into FOMC announcements. Or if we got like big announcements, PPI, CPI, where the market acts kind of weird, I just trade lighter size. And then make sure if I'm going to trade, it's an A+++++ setup. So I wouldn't say it's a lotto week at all. That's crazy, Justin. Yeah, I would like to see that retracement again. Ideally, that 21 EMA. That's what looks the best. For the swings, it depends on the liquidity and how far am I aiming for. So like TJX has perfect liquidity at the $80 calls expiring on the third Friday of this month. When I'm swinging it, it's always the third Friday of the month. Always. So let me see. The $80 calls for May 19th have 4.3K open interest, and they're trading around $130 right now. Very cheap. So, going to keep this one very close on watch today for a pullback to 78. If you're trading with a small account, I wouldn't even have a daily goal, to be honest with you. What you want to focus on is the consistency and then building a solid trading foundation. Just don't, the money's not even important with a small account, in my honest opinion. Others might have different opinions, but yeah, I wouldn't have a daily goal right now. All right, let's head back on over to ES. Actually, let's take a look at SPX real quick. Hold on. Okay, so there's no gaps in the market. Let's take a look at SPX. $41.70, $41.95, $4,200 is going to be big. After 4,200, we got a nice little daily gap fill. So this right here, reject zone. What is this thing doing? There we go. Reject zone on SPX up there. 41.69.50, previous high. Oops, I got caps lock. There we go. Boom. Got a nice daily squeeze there. So again, would really prefer that pullback. $41.50. Just a psychological area of support and resistance. We do have a key area right here at this 41.13. But yeah, main reject up there on SPX. All right, start getting this typed out. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. 240 people in here, 133 likes. Remember, if you guys want the watch list posted in the chat, you guys need to run up that like button. Also, in case you guys did not know, I do have a 450-page book on Amazon titled The New Age of Technical Analysis. So if you guys are looking to learn more about my overall day trading and swing trading strategy, how I find bounces, rejects, support and resistance, all the indicators I use, specific day trading and swing trading setups I look for, plus much more. Make sure to check out my book, The New Age of Technical Analysis, on Amazon using this link right here. And book number 2 is on the way, and I'm super excited for you guys to read it when it drops. It is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. But to understand book number 2, you're going to have book number 1. I just want to throw that out there. It's kind of like a continuation onto book number 1, but it's also all different material. So, yeah, make sure you guys pick that up. You said 4,200 is a strong resistance. No, so the thing is with ES, it's not like this is the first time that we tested it, right? We tested it once, pretty much twice, pretty much 3, 4, and now 5 times. Each time that we come up and we hit it, it makes it a little weaker because that's where our sellers are at, right? So you got to imagine, you know, let's say that we have 1,000 sellers up here, right? We take out 150 here, we take out 200 here, another 300 here, another 100 right here, right? It starts to become weaker over time. So it's not like this was a major reject area. Plus the bounces aren't, you know, say we rejected 4,200. It's not like I have a bounce rate at 4,195. These are far enough away that I would feel comfortable trying to bounce, if that makes sense. Especially down here. This would be like the ideal bounce right here to here. But yeah, this is like a 30 point or a 20 point move down from where we're currently at, a 30 point or 36 point move from the highs. Does that make sense? But let's start finalizing these levels. Yeah, so if we're going to pull back today, we need to lose that 1 hour 21 EMA at 4180. 4180 was actually that key area on, what was it, Friday. We had huge resistance up there on Bookmap. I'm just going to throw that on real quick, 4180. Bookmap level. Okay. Cool. Let's start getting this typed out. Yes. 4,200 to 4,208. So I would prefer, actually, if prices push back up and retest, I will look for a reject. Be careful because we've tested this area multiple times. Bounces 4163.75 and 4156. Higher probability. And then again, we can watch that daily 21. See, I just don't know if we're going to hit that today. That's a really hard pullback. But if we do pull down to it, yeah, we'll throw that in. I guess major bounce at 41.35 to 41.32. Might not happen today. Okay. So there's ES. Let's get SPY. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Trading at 415.40. So we're below that previous high. Okay. Main reject isn't until 418.50. Let's put that in. Reject 418.50. Again, it's kind of far away. I don't think it's going to happen today. It could happen tomorrow, but still keep that area on watch just in case we end up pushing up there. Or actually, I'll say 418.3 to 418.5. Bounce at 413.4, then 412.64, higher probability. And then remember, keep 410 on watch just because, again, that daily 21 EMA is like right below it. And then 410 has just been huge support. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Plus, it's that psychological support. Remember, intervals of 5 on SPY and QQQ, 410, 415, 420, 425, etc. Those are psychological areas of support and resistance. So, I mean, if we pull back to 410, again, that's a pretty big move. That's a $5 move. I don't expect that to happen today. Could it happen today? Of course. So if it does, I'll pay attention to the area. But daily 21 EMA to 410 is like my main area that I'm going to be watching for a bounce. But then closer areas are going to be right here. And then we can also watch 417 as well, just because that's the pre-market high. So I'll watch that as well. But main one is going to be up at 418.5. And then let's see, NQ. Main reject all the way up there. QQQ. So QQQ is chilling at the previous high right now. I want to see how we respect that area. But if we start falling below it, I'll watch like 320 to 320.65. That 321.18 is kind of just a little too close. But let's get QQQ up. QQQ. Bounce at 320 to 320.65. Reject at, we'll watch that pre-market high, 323.44. Main reject for the week at 327. Again, that's just a pretty large move. I don't know if we'll do that today. So main reject all the way up at 327, but also going to watch that pre-market high. Then let's mark 320. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. You can actually put a little rectangle here. Awesome. All right, there's QQQ. Now let's take a look at AMD and Meta, see which one we prefer. I think AMD already broke the level, of course. So we need AMD to kind of just chill, or I'm not going to be interested if it keeps pumping, but that is a pretty big break for our falling wedge breakout right here. Get the second trend line. How do we want to do this? We'll just do it like that. Or, there we go. We'll do that one. Perfect. So yeah, we need AMD to chill. If it keeps pumping in the pre-market, not interested. And then let's take a look at Meta. Yeah, Meta would be really interested in that crack of that trend line. Cool. So again, we kind of just got to wait on those. All right, now it's the waiting game still. Good morning. Yes, and again, if you guys got questions, feel free to ask. We got like 10 minutes until we finalize the levels. Completely finalize the levels, I should say. So what questions do we have? Also, how many likes are we at? We slacking today? We're at 185. We're not doing bad. Do our daily poll. Did you like the video? Perfect. Perfect, perfect. But yeah, any questions you guys got? I don't even know where I put my phone. Moderna. We can take a look at that. I haven't looked at Moderna in a long time. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's take a look. Good old Moderna. I just don't even think there's liquidity in the options anymore. Let's see. Moderna. I mean, spreads aren't too bad. There's not too much liquidity. That's the only issue. I mean, if it could reclaim this low, might have just done a quick little liquidity sweep. So if it can reclaim 133.66 with some strength, could squeeze out some shorts right here. If I were to trade Moderna, that's probably what I would look for, to be honest with you. But other than that, I haven't traded this name in I don't know how long it's been. Really long time. I don't really use too much pre-market volume. I just pay attention to the pre-market technicals. IWM, I mean, this 170 seems to be a huge area of support. The only issue is we're going to have to crack 170, or what is that? 176 and actually hold. And to be honest with you, it's been a long time since I traded IWM as well. Geez, it's probably been 2-3 years since I traded this thing. It's got a nice consolidation though. Is it squeezing on the monthly? No. But yeah, this is pretty big consolidation right here. The yearly. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say your main thing to watch is going to be that daily 21 EMA. If you're looking for upside, it has to close above it. If we keep rejecting it, then more than likely that squeeze is going to fire down. And it's going to take us back down into the lows right here. So just keep that in mind. What is the, how do you pull up the new VIX? It's just VIX 1D, right? Oh, there it is. That's so weird. Does anybody use this? But I don't really pay attention to VIX. I do pay attention to Dixie. I'll tell you what, Dixie looks completely different on different trading platforms. I don't know why it looks like this on ThinkorSwim. It looks completely different on TradingView. So if you're going to look at Dixie, probably pull it up on TradingView instead. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they ended up switching it. So maybe there's a new symbol for it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look around. Like I said, I do like Meta for that bull flag. If we zoom to the 4 hour, you see how we're kind of forming this bull flag consolidation right here. So I'm going to watch that. If we can get some strength above, I'm going to just say pre-market highs is going to be my area of interest. So like 241, I'd be interested. But I mean, I mainly just trade SPY QQQ, so we'll see. We will see. But that is something I would watch if we get some strength above 241. Maybe start an early position as we start getting close to the trend line. We'll see. No, I honestly don't look too much at inverse ETFs or VIX. Yeah, I mean, I just don't, to be honest with you. I just look at, because here's the way that I look at it. You can do your technicals on an inverse. Or no, is this the inverse? No, it's UVXY. But whatever it may be, right? I don't really care too much about these just because I can go and look at SPY and QQQ and do the same exact thing. You see what I mean? 1 hour 21 EMA. Strong. Strong. But yeah, like I said, if we're going to pull today, we have to lose the 1 hour 21 EMA. Just because we're squeezing, that 1 hour 21 EMA is going to be very important whenever we're in a squeeze, or 21 EMA in general if we're in a squeeze. very important. So we got to lose 415.3 to see these bounces right here. If not, we're more than likely going to get the squeeze of fire up. We got to break 416.56, and then we could be on our way to 418.30 to 418.50. Yeah, if you just type in, if you know what you're looking for, just type it in and then type Brandon Trades. It should pop up. So like if you're looking for my bookmap videos, you just type in bookmap Brandon Trades. And it should pop right up. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna put side watches AMD meta. AMD meta. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed. We got 256 people in here. Your boy's less than 50 subscribers away from 50K subs. So if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, how much are we away? We're 43 away. So we're 43 subs away. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you do that. I have now I have 700 high quality videos teaching you guys on how to trade. And I have so many more videos on the way. But yeah, make sure you guys are definitely subscribed. Got some fire videos on the way. Lots of free education. If you're a channel member, make sure you guys go back and watch the member only videos. Supply and demand. I got another one hopefully coming out this week, depending on if I start feeling better. And I can crank that one out. But yeah, 43 subs away. That's hype. Very hype. We're about to drop the watch list here in a second, though. Gonna drop it here in a second. Thank you. And again, make sure you guys check out the book, The New Age of Technical Analysis, on Amazon. That's my book. Make sure you guys check it out. Let's see, it's 8:46. Give the market a few more minutes, and then we are good to go. But if you do want to get the book, here's a link for that right there. Yeah, like I said, I do like AMD. 90.9 is probably going to be a key area that we got to pay attention to. It's just, it's kind of moving a little too much than I would like it to. So if we can set a high and then kind of consolidate, then I'd be interested. Cool. I mean, I don't think we can actually probably drop it now. I don't think much else is going to happen. Uh, 1 hour squeezes on ES SPY QQQ and Q. There we go. Alrighty, how many likes we got? Let's see. 214. I guess I could do that today. Even though you guys didn't hit the like goal, I guess I'll give it to you. Because I'm not as high energy today. Not feeling too good. But if you guys are in Team Bull, I just dropped the watch list in there. As far as dropping the watch list in here. Now, before I drop it, as always, I am not a certified financial advisor. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. So, yes, drop this in the chat real quick. Yes, hold on, I gotta break it into two. There's ES, SPY, QQQ, squeezes. Remember, 1 hour squeezes, ES, NQ, SPY, QQQ, and then side watches, AMD and Meta. Just no set levels yet. I don't think Jerome Powell's allowed to trade options. I don't believe so. But yeah, again, the important level is going to be that that 1 hour 21 EMA literally on everything just because we're squeezing. Again, squeeze 21 EMA, very important. If you guys remember on Friday, what did we discuss about QQQ? Can anybody tell me before you guys leave the stream because you guys got your watch list? Who can tell me what we talked about on Friday about QQQ and NQ? If you get it right, you get a cookie. Let's see if you guys are paying attention. Who can tell me? Why did the market go up on Friday? We talked about it in the live stream. Let's see who can get it. I'm gonna wait. Play Jeopardy music. Who can get it? You weren't here Friday? All right. Yup. And what about that 21 EMA? Why was it so important on Friday? And then we'll pull up QQQ and I'll show you. Because we're literally talking about it right now. Yes, above 21 EMA. There's one more thing about it, though. Why was the 21 so important? I'll give you guys one more minute, and then we'll go and look at it. Need you guys to take notes on these things. Give you guys one more minute, 8:51, and we're going to head on over to QQQ. It was either QQQ or NQ. Can't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it was both. Anybody? There you go, Jessica. Perfect. All right, Jessica was listening. All right, so remember, we talked about this on Friday, and we just talked about it again. The one, regardless, if we are squeezing, no matter what time frame it is, the 21 EMA is the most important. And if you can see visually with price at the 21 EMA, if we're respecting it as support and we're squeezing, there is a very high probability that the squeeze fires up. And that is exactly what happened on QQQ. We pull back, we test it as support, hold, support, hold. What happened? 1 hour squeeze, fired up, and we saw a huge move in the market, right? So now if we're looking at SPY today, pretty much the same thing, but we have to continue to hold it. We only came down and we tested it once, so maybe we get like another candle or two that holds it, then that would increase the likelihood of the squeeze firing up. But as soon as we start losing this, the squeeze has a higher probability to start firing down. That makes sense? So again, that's why that 21 EMA is so important today, specifically on the 1 hour. I don't think we're squeezing on the 4 hour. No, we're not squeezing on the 4 hour, but we do have a daily squeeze as well. So again, this one's going to be important. So just keep that in mind. But that is going to wrap it up for today. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed. I go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Answer any questions you guys got. Tons of free education here as well. And also make sure you guys, or actually I just said subscribe. But yeah, getting super close to 50K subscribers. I greatly appreciate all of you. Make sure you guys check out my book on Amazon, The New Age Technical Analysis, 450 pages using this link right here if you want to learn more about my overall trading strategy. But yeah, other than that, let's run it up today. If you guys are in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 10, 15 minutes.